Hi everyone, it's Denise. Welcome to the Weight Loss Diaries. It is Saturday, August 22nd, 2009. I lost 4 pounds last week. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. I mean, I'm thrilled that I'm losing well and consistently, but honestly, that's too much. So even my Weight Watchers online page that I plug my weight into came back with a thing that said, "You're losing too fast, slow down." So I'm going to peruse the page and see what I'm doing and see if I can't tweak some things, because I'm eating all of my points. I even used my flex points this week, all but 5.5. So, and I'm getting protein, carbs, healthy fats, fruits and vegetables. I'm getting very balanced meals. I do eat like 5 or 6 small meals a day. I spread it out because that helps my metabolism a lot. And last week I increased my exercise as well. So I'm going to do a personal blog about this because I think it's really important to slow down. I really don't want to lose weight too quickly. I don't want to be unhealthy about it. I don't want it to backfire. I don't want to cause damage. I need to figure it out. So I'm going to focus some attention on my personal page on that. I'll put the link to my personal page on the side, but I want to talk about the topic of the week this week, and that is, what am I afraid of after goal? I am afraid of loose skin, just like everybody else. I think every single one of our Diaries girls has reported throughout this week that they're afraid of the loose skin. And it is such a reality because we've seen people who've lost large amounts of weight who have loose skin. It's probably a fact that it's going to happen for me. I've been overweight my whole adult life, and I'm 42. So after you're 35, your elasticity in your skin changes. And I noticed that right away. Right around 38, I really noticed it. My skin is so much looser. The texture is different. It's not youthful. It's starting to go the other way. So I think my stomach, my breasts, and my face are going to be the areas that are going to bother me the most. I don't want my face to fall. My breasts, I would just want lifted. I don't want them filled or anything, just I would want them lifted, and a tummy tuck more than likely would have to happen. I think I'm going to have some issues there. If you watched The Biggest Loser last season, when the blonde woman, Shelley, something like that, won, they showed her before picture, and she was overweight, 200, I don't know what she weighed, 260, 280, 240, somewhere in there, but she looked so young. Her face was full. She looked younger than when she lost all the weight. She was very thin and her face really fell, and you could totally see a difference. I thought she looked so much healthier at her higher weight, even though I know she wasn't, but she just looked more youthful and more full, like just not so sunken in and sullen. You know what I mean? So I don't want to get like that. I think that's why my goal is 160 and not 130 or 135. I think that's where the middle range is from my height and age and all that. I want to lose weight slower so that the skin has a chance to stay intact. I don't know, I believe there's something to that. And I'm not sure why. Maybe I'll do some research on it. I don't know if we know why yet, but I think there is something to that. People who lose weight slower, I think their bodies have a chance to adjust. And that's what I want. I want to be able to have the time. I made my goal 5.5 pounds a month for a reason, because it's very slow weight loss, and it's consistent weight loss, but it gives my body a chance to catch up. So I want to slow it down, and the 1.6s that I was losing the last 2 weeks before this one was perfect. I think what did it this time was my exercise went up. Anyway, I'm going to talk about that on my personal page, not here now. I want to stick with the topic of the week because my videos always are too long. So the other thing that I'm afraid of, I really only have 2 big issues, is getting an injury or an illness that would prevent me from maintaining my weight loss once I've reached goal. I'm definitely afraid of that because that's inevitable. As we age, things start to happen to us, no matter how healthy you are. You might get cancer, you might have some other thing that's big that ends up making it so that you can't be active, and I have to be active to drop weight and to maintain weight. I know that's going to be in my equation always because my body, my metabolism is slow. I need that activity to keep going. So I'm hoping that nothing happens that so bad that I'll be gaining the weight back. That's my big fear. I'm not so worried about falling off the wagon because I really have a very keen idea a very real sense of why I got heavy and how to take the weight off and maintain it. I really feel, well, I'm not maintain it yet. I don't know how to maintain anything. I can't even slow it at this point. But I definitely have that sense of what I was doing before to make me heavy and what I'm doing now, totally night and day difference. So with that knowledge and the experience of that, I just don't see myself falling off the wagon. I can see maybe depression causing me to fall off the wagon. That's the one thing where you just don't feel like doing anything ever at all. You cannot get out of your funk no matter what. And I've been there. I mean, that was after my divorce. I went through a good long time, 2 or 3 years, where I was seriously in a funk. And that's really, really hard to get out of. So if anybody is depressed right now and having to go through that, I feel for you, because it's so difficult. You don't care. You don't care. You just do not care. If you're wondering why you can't lose weight and you're not excited about it and you're not getting into it and you're not wanting to do it, maybe you're depressed, because that alone can cause you to just stop life everywhere all around you. You could still have the desire to want to lose weight. You could still want it more than anything in the world, but being depressed like that keeps you so down. I don't know that we are not, I hear people say there's nothing you can do besides maybe going on medication or something to lift that depression, but I don't know that that's true. I think you have to do some inner work, but I think you can bring yourself out of it if you do the right kind of work. That's kind of what happened with me. It took a long time though. It took a really long time. I was in therapy for 5 years. So anyway, I don't want to make this a long, huge book, but I did want to talk about the topic of the week right away before I went into anything else. I am going to also talk about on my personal channel the cost of being healthy, the cost difference between buying junk food and eating at Taco Bell and all those cheap, inexpensive places versus trying to get healthy. There's a huge difference in cost that I am completely amazed that as consumers we're letting it happen. We really are letting it happen. So I want to do a blog about that too, and that may not happen this week. I've got kids coming this weekend. We'll see. I'll try to get it out soon though. Alright, that's it for me. Everybody have a great week, and I'll see you next week. Bye.